Im Summer is a robot. The Vegapunks twisted experiments. Theory confirmed. Hi everyone, it's Flying Panda. Where do we even begin? This arc has the making to be the key to so many long-waited questions, and yet there's so many more being placed in front of us. Damn it, Oda-sensei. But before we begin, I want to shout out to Toei Animation and Audi Anime for inviting us to the One Piece film Red at the UK premiere. I even met One Piece film Red director Goro Taniguchi and told him my opinions of the film. I think he likes what I said. Even Legendary Anime even bowed to him. And I finally met my UK YouTuber brothers, Anime Balls Deep. You know what that means. Okay, deep breath. So Egghead isn't future tech at all, it's past. It shouldn't be that surprising considering we already knew of the fact that the ancient kingdom has been a kingdom of advanced technology, and yet somehow it failed to ruin. Doesn't it remind you of our old theory of One Piece and Castle in the Sky? As a reminder, a Star Wars-like anime featuring about a legendary city behind the clouds and the many secrets it holds about nature, robots, light, and magic. There were many similarities from One Piece, like Dola, a Barson land leader of an air pirate group whose subordinates refer to her as Mama. Same as One Piece's Big Mom. Even the main character have the same voice actor as Luffy, but towards the end, Pazu, the main character, gets a similar scar below his right eye. Also, Pazu mentions that he doesn't wanna become a pirate, but the movie came out like 10 years before One Piece. Do you think Oda drew some inspiration from this film? Also, in the recent chapters of One Piece, we see an ancient robot, like how we saw robots in that film. Now back to One Piece. How did the world government destroy a kingdom if it was this advanced? It's been a burning question we had since learning of about the ancient kingdom, and sadly it's not one we can answer just yet. But if we were to guess, then Ori itself could have been the reason for its downfall. Let us explain. The world of One Piece at large is not very technically advanced, but it grows over time. Given that we know of some of the 20 kingdoms that form the world government, we can see that they're still not so nearly as advanced as the ancient kingdom was. The closest is likely the German kingdom, and even the Vinsmoke tech can't compare. So this leads us to only one conclusion. The ancient kingdom destroyed itself from within, or rather someone betrayed the kingdom 900 years ago. It's the doomsday theory. If humanity creates technology so advanced like AI, then that very tech could lead to their own downfall. And when you know it, the ancient kingdom may very well have created a form of AI that decided to bring about its own destruction on its creators. One of the very weapons that was meant to be a safeguard and the key piece within the world, one of the ancient weapons, more precisely, Uranus. In our previous video, we covered the idea that IMU is Uranus, and that Uranus is not one but two parts. The machine, the sky island or flying fortress, and the organic life form, Im Summer. Check out the video to understand it better. It's been a burning question for a while now, but if Im is Uranus, it would mean that Im would be over 900 years old. So how is that even possible? Besides the obvious answer, the Opi Opi Fruit's immortality surgery, maybe the answer all along was that Im is also part machine. After all, there are cyborgs within the story. Im could be a more advanced version. Either way, it does explain why Im is the secret leader of the world government and has been around for so long. To compare the Terminator series again, this means that Im is Skynet, the central nerve of the machines, and an AI, artificial intelligence. So advanced that it decided that instead of destroying humanity, the biggest threat was the existence of the ancient kingdom and how fast their technology was growing. But then why is Vegapunk being made an exception? Should I would view Vegapunk the same way it viewed the Ancient Kingdom? A threat that should be eliminated? Perhaps Im did, but given that Vegapunk is only one person, he wasn't considered too high of a threat, and given that the world government has employed Vegapunk to build and create for them, maybe it was believed that Vegapunk could be controlled and could prove more useful alive rather than dead. It's one mystery after another. For every question we can theorize, 2 more questions pop up. But there is one question that we have yet to ask. How far has Vegapunk gone with his experiments? More precisely, who else has he cloned? Does this now confirm my old theory from 2 years ago about Vegapunk cloning pirates? I'll give you a quick recap, but in this example I used the Asian giants when we first met the numbers. I explained that now by taking a DNA sample from the Asian giants to modify a marine soldier, all the experiments have so far failed and thus they became known as the numbers. Now the experiment has now become successful, and that's thanks to Oz Jr. Having aided his allies in the Marineford War, little Oz Jr. was knocked unconscious again by a cannon fire. His fate after the war is currently unknown. Just how Mori was excited to see of his existence, so too was Vegapunk, who took his whole body and made his own super marine, a miniature Oz with the same strength. Crazy, right? Now, talking of DNA lineage factor, I believe Vegapunk has always experimented with this, and this led on to Vince Smoke Judge and Caesar Clown conducting their own research. Now, could Edward Weevil be a failed modified human with the strength of Whitebeard? It would explain his strength by Whitebeard's DNA. Kaido was captured many times where Vegapunk experimented on him and created an artificial devil fruit, which Momonosuke consumed. Now if the Marines had this ability to use pirate DNA to create their own clone versions, would it be too crazy if they did that to Goldie Roger as well? After his execution, where is Roger's body? Was this why at the end of Marineford, Shanks requested to take the bodies of Ace and Whitebeard, knowing full well what the Marines were up to? Imagine a group of super cyborgs with multiple devil fruits and super elite Marines with the DNA's past pirates like Goldie Roger. Even though the pirates are back to life, it's just their strength, but not the real one. Oda Sensei would never do a Naruto and bring back dead characters. We'll finally get to see Luffy versus Goldie Roger, or the fake one anyway. But yeah, that was a recap of my old video 2 years ago. When I first made that video, I did not know about the existence of the Lunarians, but you get the idea of what I was talking about. Also, as a side note, Edward Weevil, as we said many years ago, is a clone of Whitebeard. It's possible that he was the first and was the failed experiment given its appearance. Anyway, who else do you think has been cloned, and what's your thoughts on how this is gonna impact the story? Anyway, thanks for watching the video. Please leave comments down below, please click like, and if you haven't, please subscribe to Flying Panda.